Hey guys, this is Danny Boy. This time around we have the Falcon. The Falcon is a grenade launcher. It's an assault rifle, but it operates as a grenade launcher. Before we get into it, let me just say that this is my live fire series. It shows weapons, accuracy from behind cover, their relative damage, and their performance in live combat. Baseline, without mods, level 1, and so on. This is opposed to my target practice series, which focuses more on accuracy at various ranges. This will be done on insanity. But as far as mods go, and just to talk more about the weapon, it's a grenade launcher. You can shoot grenades, they bounce off of surfaces, they will actually airburst near enemies. And this weapon was nerfed severely since the beginning of the game. It was very, very powerful in multiplayer, from what I understand, and pretty weak now. Hard to demonstrate, has very few shots, takes a lot of shots to kill anything. So I will do my best, though, and just try to demonstrate the various techniques of using the weapon. It's more of a utility weapon, for shooting around cover, and it should be used against crowds more so than individual opponents now, just because of how many shots it takes to kill an opponent. But to talk about mods, definitely benefits greatly from a damage mod. You absolutely should use a damage mod with this weapon. It does not do great damage per shot. It actually has pretty much perfect accuracy, so I would only use a scope if it just helps you aim better, yourself with the reticle. Really would not use this weapon to penetrate cover. It will actually it bounces off surfaces, it explodes when enemies are near cover. I don't really see this weapon actually even functioning with a piercing mod in that respect. I don't think it will actually work. Increased rounds per magazine can be quite useful. It has just 4 rounds per magazine. It has very minimal recoil, so I don't really see a damper mod being useful. I would generally just use a damage mod plus an increased mag, unless you'd like a scope. But here we go. Yeah, this weapon takes a lot of shots to kill anything, especially without mods, without any sort of ammo power. But as you can see, it shoots grenades, and they do bounce off surfaces, like so. And it really does help to shoot this weapon into crowds of opponents, rather than individual opponents. It does not do great damage against individual opponents. It takes like 5 grenades to kill an assault trooper with just a baseline weapon. And you cannot shoot through the mail slot with this. It will just explode harmlessly on the shield. But I believe you can try to airburst above the shield. No, it doesn't really seem to be working. And even when the enemy turns around, unless you're at point-blank range, it'll think you're hitting the shield. Even at point-blank range. I mean, this really isn't a good weapon to use against Guardians. It just, for some reason, the vast majority of the time, it just assumes that you're hitting the shield. But I've already used up so much ammo that, fortunately, I need to kill these guys with powers. Turn around. So if there's an enemy behind cover, you can airburst grenades and do damage to them. See if I can do this without dying. Take cover, you. See? You can airburst grenades and damage them that way. You can fire near the cover. Also has a pretty long reload, so keep that in mind. You can fire near the cover. You can bounce grenades and hit targets like I'm doing. You can bounce grenades behind the cover. And I'm only gonna, I think, shoot one more time. I need to get some shots in the Centurion. But you can try to bounce grenades behind the cover, like I just did, and try to hit him that way. I'd like to demonstrate that more, but can't, because I have no ammo. This weapon was nerfed very, very, very hard, to the point that I really would only use it against crowds. I suppose an ammo power and good mods will dramatically improve it, but, I mean, as a baseline weapon, and it certainly upgrades, definitely doesn't do the job as a baseline weapon. I mean, 5 shots to kill just an assault trooper, that's terrible. For a weapon that, supposedly, I mean, if you look at the stats, it should do just about as much damage as the Saber. But then again, I mean, the Saber really shines on headshots, and this weapon can't really get headshots. Saber body shots aren't really that impressive, so... So I am now going to have to kill a bunch of guys with powers. It would help if I hit. Okay, as you can see, it does terrible damage against shields. 2 grenades at point blank did a whopping 1/5 of his shields per shot. I guess this guy just wants to chill with me. We're buds. Oop. Alright guys, well I'm out of ammo. So that's really all I could show. I'm sorry, but that's all I can do for the time being. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. And have a good one. Hi guys.